Let's take some salvage pieces and turn them into beautiful cottage decor. Hello everybody and welcome into Emily's Upcycled Home. You have seen me create before with some lamp bases, and this is no exception here. I love creating these pieces, and I just glued a simple round to a piece of a lamp base, and I'm coming in with some Rust-Oleum sealer here just to seal everything in. Now we are going to just make a little riser. This will look cute as well with a cloche on top, but you guys don't forget about those salvage lamp bases to create, or salvage lamp parts. I just love using those ornate metal pieces, especially when they're broken or they're vintage. Now once I have this all painted up in this beautiful shade of white by Dixie Belle, I'm going to come in with some water and a wet rag and wet distress this piece. And all that is just pulling off the paint from some of the surfaces showing in that metal piece. Now because Dixie Belle is water soluble, we can go ahead and just use some water and wipe off any excess to distress our piece. Now I came in with a little bit of sanding there, and then I'm coming in with my favorite crockery stamps by IOD as well, and my archival ink, and we're just going to put a simple design on the top. You guys can go ahead and seal this up again if you want, but for me I'm going to come in with some distress wax here, antique wax by Bear, and we're going to layer that up into the top round as well as into the base of the piece, giving this more of an age look. Now you want to go with a softer piece of sandpaper. I was just showing you how we got a little bit of scratches instead of some distressing there, but remember that softer sandpaper works better. So I found this spool in my stash, so we're going to go ahead and add some coffee goodness to this, and this is just a mixture of instant coffee, vanilla, and cinnamon just to give it a beautiful smell. You can also add some pumpkin spice in there, apple spice, or whatever other scents you would like, or any other herbs that you want as well. So once I have this all coated up and giving it more of an antique look, we're going to go ahead and let this thoroughly dry. And all I'm simply going to do once I have all this coffee goodness all over the piece is just add that back to our round here. Now, usually with these pieces, I put a stick in the center and add a bulb or something on the top, but we're going to leave this just sitting on the top. I think it's cute that way, and then it'll become so versatile so you can change it out. I'm going to add a simple lace little bow and some foliage in here with some Timu roses. Give you that little bit of rustic cottage, shabby chic vibe. You guys let me know what you think of this one down below, and you guys know those spools, I don't know, there's just something about them that just adds a little texture and fun to your cottage decor. Once again, give me those thoughts down in those comments and let me know if this is something you tried or have done before. And if you guys are enjoying my content, give me a follow here at Emily's Upcycled Home by hitting that subscribe button and notification bell. Let's put some salvage pieces together and let's create a riser. Now you see here I already had this round. It was a Christmas round or little plate maybe that goes on your wall. I have a spindle in the center, and on the base we're just going to put a piece of an old wood lamp that I had, adding some wood glue and then some hot glue just for that permanent hold as I turn the piece. And these pieces are really easy to build. It looks a little bit like a Frankenstein piece right now, but once we apply all our paint and our designs, you're going to see a beautiful cottage look. Let's go ahead and clean this up, and as you notice, I did add some brad nails to it as well. My color of choice here is Fusion Eucalyptus, which is this pretty olive kind of beigey color going on here. And I'm going to cover the whole piece and give it one unified look, just really building textures and more of a weathered look, worn look with my paint going every which way. This is some old paint, so I really have it thick and goopy, and it's going to do the job here. But we're also going to come in and fill those little holes that you see, because I really don't want them as is, with some air dry paper clay from DOS, which you can get on Amazon. And any of the products here I use, any Fusion, Dixie Belle, or IOD products, you can purchase with my affiliate links that I'll have in the comments. After I add that clay, we're just going to come back in and cover over it. And when it dries, it'll dry hard. And on the top here, we're going to do the exact same thing with that same beautiful color here. Just blending in, making sure I have all my paint smooth here with no runs. And then we'll come back in on the top piece and we'll do the same, adding that beautiful eucalyptus color by Fusion on the top. So here it is so far. Now I'm going to let this dry just a little bit. Also come in with that heat tool, but look at the transformation already, you guys. That spindle is just hitting it on this piece. I just love it so far. But you guys all let me know what you think. How would you have changed this up and what would you have done differently? Now, if you've been here for a while, you know that I love to layer up waxes and paints all together. So I'm coming in with my Bare Antique wax and I'm just going to layer that up in just like a dry brush motion, and then we'll come back in with that same eucalyptus green, just layering and mixing those colors and blending them the best I can. And once I have that all situated, we're going to come in and work on the top. I continue on with that same blending that we did with the eucalyptus and the wax here. And then I found these scrap pieces of transfers in my stash somewhere. I can't tell you what book it's from because I don't have the book with it, but I'm coming in and you just rub on the transfer and such, because there's such little thin branches here, I just get the end of my paintbrush and I'm just gonna help that along. It just gives it more pressure where it needs to be. I come in with a little bird in the center, and then I'm gonna give this a clear coat of Rust-Oleum. Then we'll come back and see where we're at. Here's our cute little riser, you guys, out of all these salvage pieces that I had in my stash. I'm sure you guys have a lot of salvage wood pieces left over from other projects or thrifted finds you just had to bring home with you that you can transform into a beautiful riser as well. Give this a little bit of a cottage rustic charm here. I hope you enjoyed this one. We are going to be working with this piece of salvage wood that I found in my stash, you guys, and I think an itty bitty chair is going to be perfect for this piece. I just see a little succulent on it or something cute like that. So let's gather up our materials here, and I'm just bringing all my salvage pieces from my boxes and everything I have around the house. With these pieces of wood, we are going to bring in some wood glue and some brad nails, and we're going to just nail those to our piece. Now I want those stems longer or the sticks longer in the back because those are going to act as our bottom legs to our piece here. This is a very simple craft, just measuring up the pieces. Now for the front, we're coming in with this half spindle or this spindle piece. I went ahead and went to the miter saw, trimmed off those tips of that spindle, and went ahead and come in with that same brad nail and nail technique to get everything situated here. Now once again, those back of our legs are our wood pieces, and I went ahead and trimmed this up. It was a little bit too long for me. Then I found this piece of plywood that we are going to add as our backing to our little chair here. And look how cute this looks already, you guys. I see this just in a little vignette on the top of a stack of books, but we're going to come in and decorate now. I'm using this free printable you can find at my Facebook page at Emily's Upcycled Home, and some Mod Podge, and we're just going to go ahead and layer that up, adhering that pretty sunflower image to the back, giving it a little dry, and then coming in with some hot glue here since I need a permanent hold or a right now hold while we paint. With this beautiful shade of yellow by Dixie Belle, we're going to paint our chair, giving it a bright kind of bold look and aging that up with some antique wax later on in the video. And if you're interested in this beautiful shade of yellow, you can get that with my affiliate link down in that description. And you guys, it's called Colonial Mustard. It's a beautiful color. All I'm doing here is just stamping the same date that's on our little tag and finishing off everything with that rustic look, cottage vibe going on here, I guess, with that antique wax by Bear. And you guys, look how cute this little chair is, all staged up. I think a cute little mini picture and a succulent will look cute on here on top of a stack of books, just like I have it here. But you guys let me know, are you gonna try this project with that scrap wood in your stash? Don't forget to check out those affiliate links down in the description. And if you missed my last new video, DIY using jars, go check that one out as well. You're gonna have some fun projects in there for you guys as well. I hope you guys enjoyed this content today. I hope you guys got a lot of inspiration in working through your salvage pieces. Go ahead and give me a follow and hit that notification bell if you have yet to subscribe to my channel. I would love for you all to join my YouTube family. And don't forget, you can shop with me over on Facebook at Emily's Upcycled Boutique. Don't forget to check out my other videos for more DIY inspiration. Check out that boutique to shop my items, and I'll see you guys all on the next one. Thank you guys all for watching. Bye, friends.